We should be off to the races.
Hey.
Oh wait, one second. Me, audio. All right, we're set. Go.
All right.
Go.
So, first round, Autoaim against Team Omnibus's AkoAyPayaso. So, two big names in the community. Yes. Two very big names in the community. So, it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
We haven't seen these guys. I mean, I personally haven't seen these guys in a little while, so I'm excited to see how they do now, in this new mini expansion.
And they're both playing pretty different lineups, I'd say. Actually, entirely different. 6 different classes and decks between the two of them. No, 5 different classes, because both are playing blood, but there's 2 different types of blood. Autoaim is playing a mech blood, and AkoAyPayaso is playing an Avarice blood, but Autoaim's blood has been banned off.
It's so upsetting to see that Machina Blood is banned out, though. Like, that, I know people are going to hate that when I say that, but I still love me some Machina Blood, so...
Come! Our story awaits!
Alright, Avarice blood up first against Autoaim's Control Forest.
I don't know if I'm happy to see Control Forest back, just because, those matches, they drag out a bit if you're versing it. It's, I want to say tiring. It's gonna get the
unless I turbo roach, and then you're still not feeling good.
Yeah. But we'll have to see Autoaim's take on it, because I believe most of it's still the same to what we're used to seeing, right? I think it's only like some of the new cards just in this mini expansion that's kind of brought it back.
Yeah, some of the mini expansion cards have definitely given it a little bit of a power boost in the forms of Elf Queen, and sometimes people play Fae, sometimes people don't. The Windfall Fae. But Elf Queen being both a draw card, a 2/3 ward, and Cassiopeia effect on the Evo.
Yeah.
That's a lot of things on one card.
And it's not very expensive either. It's only a 3 cost on top of that. So it's Cassie, I think she was 6, right? When she was out. So it's kind of just like half the cost of that, which is obviously you love that in Forest, trying to get as many cards out as possible. Yeah. But the Avarice Blood already got the EO out, got the Lucius out as well. Has to play the guard by itself. Obviously doesn't want to take that early face damage too much at the start, because when blood gets rolling and getting that face damage down, it's danger signs, right? So
yeah. Interesting that on turn 2, AkoAyPayaso went with Io over Vampiric Bloodbinder.
So I'm starting to hold on to that for now. Probably get that extra draw as well, of course. Blood, draw being a huge thing now with the addition of these extra cards coming in, that Ravening Corruption, which we're going to talk about a fair bit throughout the night. Just how... Do we want to say OP or broken? I don't know. What's the community think? Broken, OP? Ban it already? I don't know.
Yeah. Nerf incoming? Question mark?
Yeah. It's an Noxious Vampire all over again.
Yeah.
1 week. You give it a week and yeet, gone.
I miss Electrous Vampire. I wouldn't mind if they gave her a little unnerf. Just bring it back.
It was like the one time before this expansion where blood could shine. It was for like a week, and then gone again, and we're out of the tiers. But we've got 3 picks now, so we're getting our just desserts. This is our first roach here, I believe, as well. And that was a lot of cards just on turn 4. Yep.
As soon as you can start playing 4 cards per turn when you have a guy in hand, usually that's what the Forest player will be doing. Discounting that guy, getting those Maze into hand.
Oh, and the Princess Knight as well. That's got to be an evolve. I'd say, so I'll get that evolve effect for EO. And for
even making sure to play the Creeping Madness first, get that draw in.
I don't know. Control Forest has a lot of clear here, though, right? Like you got the Airbound Mirage, you still got the Roaches. There's a May there as well, and they're gonna be able to Autoaim's gonna be able to heal up pretty easily as well. They have so much heal potential here. So...
A lot of heal potential. I was about to say there was no heal in hand, and then a Primal Giant was right there.
Let's see. So, yeah, clear the Princess Knight. Definitely what you want to see. Another May, just in case one isn't enough. And I'm going to
get those in.
Evolve. And what? Fairy Dragon? Question mark? Or is that a bit too early, you reckon?
I think he might hold on to it just so that he has the cards to get to 4 cards played next turn.
Yeah.
But he might feel like pressured here
Yeah.
to play another card just to either heal up or defend himself like a little bit. But he's not dead to triple Raised Reclaw, and that's good. That's no pressure.
Yeah, but 14's, it's still, I'd say for Control Forest, it's still a little bit more low than what you'd expect, I guess. But I mean, he's got a few options. Like, there's no way he's wasting a May on a bat, right? Though, like, I sincerely doubt it. Like,
But there's not a lot of big followers to consider here. There's like Nerea and a Cradle, but there's not a lot of like prime May targets. So I understand using it here, especially with the guy in hand and another May and another May in deck.
Yeah, and now especially that Ako can just just kind of play out a bunch of stuff again anyway, as well. See what he gets off the draw first though, and the other EO. So now I think that's all 3 EOs we've seen now as well. One's still on hand, the second one on board.
One played on turn 2.
Yeah. Trying to get early damage out as quickly as can, almost down to half health by turn 6. So, but
with healing included.
Yeah. But now she can look to heal it back up, right? So
yeah. I've played this little matchup a few times because I am a big fan of Avarice Blood, but it is such an uphill battle where you think you're getting this good damage in and then heal right back up.
It was a problem with Elena as well, right? Like Muffin or Elena, if you ever ran into that with Avarice, it's kind of just like, if you can't, like, hope that your opponent's bricked for a start and make sure you can try and get over the hills, because otherwise you're just going to get out-healed, really, right? So
yeah, I think when you play Avarice and Tolana, you have to take a different mindset into it depending on your hand. Like if you have the IOs and you like hold on to them rather than use them for Evo damage, you just hold on tight until the big boards started coming.
Hopefully the May hits the EO. Yes! Good to see that come out. Yeah. So Roach on 6. Gonna get that back now as well. Autoaim's still looking for those extra Roaches out at the moment. Because out of Evo points now, and I don't believe there's a way to get them back anymore. So Cradle, here comes the first Cradle. I believe this is actually his only Cradle in Ako's deck. So
yes, Cradle. He is playing just a one Cradle.
All right, so now, okay, well, there's a second Roach, all right? So he's got that one nice early. Got Cockroach as well. We're gonna play his Roaches first, and try and see if he can get
another bounce or a Roach. Yeah.
Yep.
Lethal not quite here yet.
It's interesting though, right? Because now he's got the Roaches, and a little bit of heal, but there's not really much else he can do here, right? I mean, he's got the Cockroach to look for the extra draw and Traveler's Respite to look extra draw, but what do you think he'd be looking for? Because he's already on 5 play points, right? If he plays Respite or Cockroach, it's already down to 3, so...
I mean, third Roach will do it.
Yeah. Can't look for it, though. Bottom 20, as per usual. So anytime you need those extra cards, whether it be Roaches or Valdanes or...
Oh my god.
Don't worry about it. No.
That's, yeah. These games are pre-recorded from yesterday, and we did see a little bit of this particular game earlier on, but I swear I wasn't really paying attention to what was happening. So the top deck Roach, that wasn't anticipated. Not scripted, I promise.
But the fact, it is pre-recorded, but I can't get over that. He needs the 2 Roaches, he gets both. Basically straight away as soon as he needs it. Not a setup. It looks like it, but it's not.
If that happened to me when I played that deck, I'd play that deck more often.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah. But
I'm the kind of person who has like Hermanos in the bottom 5 of her deck. And I know because I get that deep nowadays. And still win because blood's disgusting these days.
Very well.
I was about to say I feel you because I'm in the same boat. It's normally mono, it's normally bottom. And you never see it, or you get them all way too early, and you can't boost them, so you have to play them at 2, but you never have enough play points, and you get beaten by a mirror. So just same old. But we are jumping into the second match straight away here. Autoaim looking for that portal deck now to go up against the Avarice Blood here from AkoAyPayaso.
Yeah, we were talking about it a little bit beforehand how Belphomet Portals kind of had a surge in popularity, but Autoaim is here playing the good old artifact.
So he's actually only one of 3 people out of the 32 who actually decided to take Artifact Portal. So I have to wait and see, I guess, if this was the correct choice. Because yeah, you know, Machina Portal, it's climbing a lot. There's a lot of people looking towards it now, especially with the extra buffs coming through with the mini expansion.
Yeah, that tortoise, the bear manator. Who would have thought that both cards are just showing up, and showing out?
How much to do is Payside games?
All it took was a giant bear and a giant tortoise with a laser cannon, right? To set up.
When I first saw those cards, I was like, "What is this? These suck." And then I was wrong.
Can be kind of finicky.
I swear that can happen sometimes with a lot of cards, right? You just look at it, especially when it comes to mini expansion. You look at it and it's like, "Oh, it's kind of cool," but I don't know if it'll beat out what's currently tier 1, and then they just change everything, right? So, and we'll see that later with the new Shadow stuff coming out too. So,
yeah. But then you have things like Ravening Corruption, where you read it and you're like, "That's broken,"
yeah.
And then you start playing it and you're like, "That's broken."
Is there anyone that doesn't think this card's broken though? Like legitimately? I don't know. Like, I think that's all I've seen on Twitter for like 3 days since the expansions come out. Just get rid of this card, man. Just delete it. It's not needed. It's too strong.
The sharpest shot.
Playing out both focus here just to get some good, like insight draw, but like value because you can play 2 insights for 0. Pretty nice.
I know there's a lot of people that were kind of questioning having the focus in the deck as well, but just having that draw, even on 3, having that extra little bit of heal on top of the draw, I mean, it can make a game, right? Just having extra health coming in. But here's the first EO Evolve clear as well, but still going to the game plan of Auto. Extra draw, there's the Modesty and the Vertex Colony as well. Oh, right.
Interesting that he went with the IO right away. At least I haven't played too much Avarice Blood after the mini and after the inception of Ravening Corruption. But at least in Mech Blood, whenever I have Ravening Corruption in my hand and it's my first Evo turn, like regardless of board state, I'm like, here he comes! Get ready!
It's go time. I'm gonna win now. You might as well FF.
Yeah. Like, the 2 Analyzers, I understand wanting to get them off the board.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you want to get that damage into the face, you want to avoid a Shion, and Shion is in hand whether he knew it or not. But I think there was an option there to consider the Ravening Corruption because it also pushes face damage in a way. But here he comes this turn.
Yeah, I was going to say, I could clearly heard you a day before and is able to get that one out now. And I'd be panicking right now as well because Autoaim's only on 10 health as well. Yep.
So quick.
Yep. And when you become in the range of like triple Razor Claw lethals you and they can play triple Razor Claw, it gets a bit spooky. But he does have heal. He is playing Artifact Portal. P-Shift does have that access.
I mean, it's like he's still considering his options here though, right? But my only question is there really anything else to play alongside it? Maybe the Modesty?
Yeah, I think he's either considering the Ralmia or the Modesty, potentially, based on what he's hovering.
It's good to see as well that he's, you know, he's not just straight away, bam, going for the Keen Edge, making sure that he's not missing out on any extra damage or any extra clear he can pick up, but will be the Modesty, will be the Artifact, get that extra health back, try and regain control of the board a little bit.
There are definitely turns with this deck where you do want to just go, because you're going to play a million cards in a turn.
Yeah.
But turns like this, you have that opportunity to just slow down, take a moment, figure it out. And why does this card also have a fanfare? Like, anyone want to explain that? Why he gets to do 2-1 fanfare with an amulet as well?
I think we're lucky that it's only 2 damage. Like, it could have been so much worse. I'm just thinking of Kyoka right now. It could have been so much worse. But it is kept like that for now. But there's still so much more burn and the first Razory Claw as well. That's almost lethal, right? Because Razory Claw and the Ilya as well, that's already 6. He needs 2 after that. I'm pretty sure he can get that off with the Princess Knight there, right? So
I mean, if anything 6 and the ping from the start of the turn goes face, then we're already getting just like a little bit closer.
See the big boost on Ralmia though. Gonna try and get this clear, try and keep himself in this match here. Okay, he's still 1 up. So, you know, he still has a bit of an advantage going in, but of course he wants to try and take this one out here now. It is single Elim that needs to cup here, so he can't really afford to drop too much. But more draw, lucky
Union Burst
on board.
Yeah, Union Burst is not active on the Ilya, so that's still another turn out.
It's like the saving grace a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I won't hurt you too much.
But the Bloodbinder now already set up. I also love that there's a Nero as well. Just sitting there, you know, just waiting just to clear out the entire board. And...
All right, there's a triple razor claw in hand. Here we go.
I'm setting the death timer right now for Autoaim.
The artifact. Speed.
Oh, I did get it. He should get the he gets the drain effect back here actually. So
We'll go
keep him
out
in,
of
though?
lethal range, potentially.
Breach of contract.
To wait and see, I guess, what the top score off Akka is, but that's the big ping coming out from Modesty.
So quick.
Oh, Pink's going both going phase, and that's lethal. Oh, disgusting.
So quick.
If you haven't played the mini expansion, or you've not seen the mini expansion, you've been living under a rock for the past few days. This is the problem. This is why people aren't happy.
You think you're out of lethal range, and then they draw cards and they do damage. They just started the turn. Here's a ping.
I hate it's just like I'm pretty sure it's random, isn't it? And it still goes for the leader. It's like every time, without fail, always hits the leader when you don't want it to.
It was like
it's
a
like,
1 in 5 both times. Ooh.
Maybe he used up all his luck in the back spinning the Annihilator, eh? Who knows?
Yeah. I haven't gotten a Nia or Galmi, and I'm so upset.
Yeah.
I do have the other one, the one that's less important. I'm sorry, anyone who likes Dion, but I couldn't even remember her name for a second there, so this tells you something about her, I guess.
Yeah.
And my respect for her.
I mean, all I got was Jova, so I don't even have Discard Evo like Dragon ready to go. So like, I was like, sure, okay, thanks, Side Games, it's all good. But actually, we just got a huge raid of people in as well from Kurikan, 161 extra viewers. Thank you so much for joining into the East Cup here, top 32, first round at the moment. 1-1 between Autoaim and AkoAyPayaso from Team Omnibus.
Yeah, determining game right here, and who would move on in the tournament yesterday. So, Portal versus Spell Boost. I don't know how I feel about Spell Boost.
Yeah, I'm surprised to still see it as well. I mean, I know before the mini expansion that on a Spell Boost rune was looked at quite a bit because it was one of these, I'll say cheaper. I think it actually was the cheapest, like, best deck in quotes to get, right? Because it doesn't really have too many legendaries to worry about. It's good for like beginners to get into, or even just players who maybe been playing for a while or haven't really gone too competitive. So I think that's why we've been seeing it a bit at the start. But a lot of people swapped to Natural Rune, right? By just before the community.
And that's also a fairly inexpensive deck.
Yeah. But having Rileys all three Rileys in your hand by turn 2, it's not good. It's not good.
Yeah, I played Natural Rune in that formerly mentioned team match against Team Rev yesterday, and our last game of our set was me breaking the worst you've ever seen with Natural Rune. I didn't draw a tree until turn 7.
Oh, what? What? I don't know what's worse, because it's either the Riley or the trees or the Carol. You never have. You always have like 2 of 3 or 1 of 3. You never have exactly what you need.
No, it was gross, but here the game is progressing on Artifact doing Artifact things, and the Spell Boost hand not being the greatest. Kuon's in hand, so that's nice. But
he's got a lot of work to push that one up, right? He's got the Kyoka, so it's always good to see, but Autoaim's basically got his battle plan already online, right? The Modesty's already set up, tons of artifacts just about ready to go as well, and obviously as the game goes on, I think it's probably going to aim more in Autoaim's favor a little bit here, so AkoAyPayaso he's definitely going to play this one out to the best he can, get the most out of his turns here.
I'm surprised that he played out the Chaos Wielder for 1 rather than holding on to that play point. And he's using Fire Embrace. This makes sense.
Yeah.
There was a case where you could like try to like weasel out a Mystic Absorption here, but this all works too.
maybe looking to hold onto those for when he gets the full banish, when you get to that 20 point, or maybe just trying to hold on to them for any other future targets. A lot of these artifacts, right, they don't really have too much health, so
I'm pretty glad that spell boost has actually fallen out of popularity because I hate Mystic Absorption. Playing against that card, I don't like it. I don't like that they have that extra bit of removal on turn 3.
Will not surrender.
It's almost like my hate for Manifest Malice, which is such a random card, right? But I guarantee anytime turn 2 and you Verse in Shadow, you're seeing it come out, destroying whatever you have, but I'm already flying out with these artifacts, gonna get full clear, but the problem is it's more spell boost for Kuon. And I think it's just about ready to go here, right, Momo?
Kind of an awkward trading situation.
Because he has to run a 3-1 into a 1-1. But, I mean, there's not really an argument to keep it at all, though, is there? And just kind of lock the board a little bit.
Yeah, you probably don't want to do that.
So, I guess he's just choosing out of the 3, right? Because, right, if he clears a Demon Cooler, there's still another one. So, yeah, he loses a slight boost, but the normal effect's still there. But, I mean, you know, it's either that or the Chaos Wheel. I would still say the Demon Cooler here because there's no evolves, so you're not going to get that spell boost. But, so, probably the best play he could make there. You know, maybe just still leaving out. Oh, just misses it as well.
Maybe that was also maybe one of his considerations that the Modesty was only going to do 1 ping and
gets pinged to face the turn before the match before, but doesn't get any RNG favor on his own side. That's a solid off moment right there. But now Ako, you know, has again quite a few options here available. Still has that 2 of the Mystic Absorptions ready. Has a Clark as well if he wants to get some extra draw in. And okay, so there's absorption number 1.
Yeah, there it is.
Travel in search of the unknown.
And nice, like, interesting piece that using a Mystic Absorption on an artifact does is that the Modesty ping is still at 1. This artifact duplicator is really garbage. You don't want to play it right now. It's only going to bring back one artifact. Nobody wants that.
But I'm struggling to see some other options here because Magna Giant, you know, it's also kind of useless because he's not really wanting to get that one out too early. It's probably going to look towards a Magic Gunsmith, I would assume here. One off as well, one of the Furies there. I'm assuming it's got to be Ancient here, right? He's got to look to clear out that Kyoka super quickly. That 5/5 is way too big right now. There's a Strike Form. That's definitely going to help out. Yeah. And Demon Cooler should be going here. And he's almost done a full clear. He's definitely got rid of some of the main targets. And yep, there you go. So, but another Kuon as well.
Maybe that's why he was holding off on playing his first Kuon. He wanted to draw into another one so that he had something good to do.
Yeah. Making sure he has other big options available there. And now Autoaim's down to 10 again. Insight coming through. We should be seeing our first Kuon in just a moment.
Yeah, just gotta do all the drawing first, though. Just get it all done. And there he is, as we are.
0 to 1.
Scared, are ya?
Alright.
Scared, are ya?
How's that now? 3, 6. That's 7. He's got what? So that's.
Alright.
Okay, so...
Not a turn 6 Kuon, but rather a turn 8 Kuon, but still pretty darn good. That's good. Good board.
But he's gonna get so much drain back now. He's kind of forcing the Shion boost on top of that. It's gonna just heal him easily back up here.
Yeah.
You won't have time to pray.
Using his last Evo here to finally clear out.
This is the part where I'm just like, I'm kind of watching as a fan at the same time as commentating because it's getting so close between both players. They're both fighting to get to this. And again, this is only round 1. We're not even like in some of the further rounds or the top 4 at all yet. So we got plenty of games to come here later tonight.
A lot of good Shadowverse, a lot of good net decks. for most mini, where you're like, I don't want a deck build. Someone else do it for me. Here you go. This guy is here to do it for you.
Players, all their original decks, my mate. Obviously. No net deck. This is entirely professional. A Daria pick. Oh, only gets one though.
That's
Isn't that
just
what
Daria.
so
Doesn't she? Isn't that like her card tag spam draw one?
Yeah,
boost
draw
it?
one, something like that.
But you don't boost it because it's always going to be something like Shiki summons.
Yeah. Our first artifact duplicator though, going to get even more drained in just a moment here, but he's got to aim for. Actually, goes for the corn here instead, gets guard form and hoping for that ping.
And hits it the worst one.
You know, he's called Autoaim, but it's Autoaim's not really working too much, I'd say, here at the moment. And that's there's going to be game there as well for AkoAyPayaso getting the exact amount in. And he will be going into round number 2 over Autoaim. Oh, it's very unfortunate with that ancient, the artifact portal there, sorry. He got a good win with the controlled forest, but it's just, I guess there wasn't enough there from artifact to secure that victory.
Yeah.